Well, a few months ago, we had a phone call from a lovely woman in England near Brighton. And she said, I have my collection of bathing beauties I would like to sell. And so Stuart was there and he went down to visit her. And he said, it was so wonderful. It was a great story because she lived in this little cottage right by the seashore. So what natural thing for her to collect than bathing beauties? But she wasn't content just to buy bathing beauties. She wanted to buy the best. And she did. She and her husband collected them for many years. And we have this wonderful collection of the Galuba and Hoffman and other bathing beauties to offer you in this auction. And I put a few of them out here, what I consider really kind of very, very rare examples you just don't find. Under the dome, and wait, let me lift it off so you can see them in all their glory, are this wonderful, very rare group of all bisque dolls presented by Galuba and Hoffman in Germany, of the ladies in their salon. Just a wonderful group sitting in their original chairs, and they're drinking tea, and one is reading a newspaper, and they are in their original costumes, their original presentation, and absolutely perfect. These are so rare. They're actually featured in Sharon Weintraub's book on this subject, and you'll just probably never find another one. That's how fine they are. She had other great bathing beauties too. Several of them are the double figured, which is this one, the seated ladies. Notice that they're all wearing original costumes, original wigs. And then we have this wonderful pair. We have the woman with, I think it's a banjo, and the above the knee gray stockings, which are very nice. A woman in a very provocative pose in the front, and a woman in an even more provocative pose behind her, an unusual costume. And then this large example with the above the knee painted stockings, wonderful wig, wonderful pose. There are about 50 to 100 of these in the auction, so you do definitely want to watch for that. You'll find them very much, and you hardly ever see them. Thank you very much for watching. I want to take you away from French fashions and accessories and wonderful bathing beauties, lady, to about the opposite side of the coin, because a Theriault's Marquis auction is never one subject. We go from the very, very elegant world of these ladies to a more country kind of world designed for children, and we're going to show you that in one moment. So as with all of our auctions, we have many other wonderful things in what I've just shown you, and this is kind of a complete departure from the fabulous French furniture. But remember, in addition to what I'm about to show you, there's also a wonderful Christmas tree about this tall, feather tree with fabulous decorations on it. There are doll houses, there are early American cloth dolls, just extraordinary pieces of all kind. But I had a couple of these out here, and I wanted to show them to you. Behind me is this menagerie, and this menagerie has a very important history attached to it. It was on display in the Parisian toy shop of Onan Bleu at the end of the 19th century, and it remained in their archives until, well, we first sold it about 10 years ago, and it's remained. First it went from Onan Bleu to that collector's hands, and now being offered here again with that original provenance. It has so many rare animals inside, carved wooden, including in the middle section a very rare white tiger, which was not even documented and recorded, a white tiger, until the 1800s. So a really important piece of toy history to have. We have sleds, we have hobby horses, carousels. These are all carousel animals right here, here, little duck. And then over here, finally, I just want to show you this. We have Shirley Temple's saddle. Yes, Shirley Temple. See the name right there? Shirley Temple. It was in our auction of Love Shirley Temple and has come back to us now from the estate of the buyer. And I'm going to read you what it said in the catalog. She wrote about this in her book, Child Star. years ago. She said the saddle was gifted to Shirley by Joseph Schenck, the chairman of the board at 20th Century Fox, on the occasion of another gift to her, which was a Shetland pony. The pony was traveling to America aboard the May 1936 maiden voyage of the SS Queen Mary, and then by rail to the Los Angeles train station. Shirley wrote of this, quote, "Burdened with a specially made Western saddle with my face tooled into the leather skins, the pony was introduced to me in the railroad freight yards in downtown Los Angeles. A welcoming flower garland, which it promptly tried to eat, was draped around the pony's neck. 'Giddy up,' I shouted. The pony moved ahead, but the saddle started to slip sideways, me with it. A switch engine tooted just as a line of freight cars came screeching along on an adjacent track. The pony whinnied, kicked, and reared up while I held on to the saddle. 'I'm going to call him Spunky,' I shouted. 'He's not afraid of anything.'" And neither was Shirley, as all of your great fan loyal to her over so many years later attest. Our auctions are always fun. They're filled with surprises and wonderful treasures. I hope to see you here, because this is only a small fraction of what will await you in that wonderful 2-day auction of close to 600 items of great rarity. Thanks very much for listening. We'll see you then.